Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2006 Winnebago Vectra. This is the model 40KD. This is one of their big dogs, folks. This was one of the top of the line models that you could buy in 2006. And back in 2006, and remember that was the middle of the recession when RV dealers or RV manufacturers were dropping their MSRPs. This was still $268,000 new. So this is pretty much their top dog, their top of the line unit. 39 feet, 10 inches long, bumper to bumper, we'll call it 40 feet. Built on that Freightliner Evolution chassis. The Evolution chassis is a Winnebago exclusive for Winnebago and Itasca. And they actually collaborated with Freightliner. Winnebago engineers and Freightliner engineers collaborated to build this custom chassis just for Winnebago products. It's all steel, very, very soft riding chassis. That's one thing you're going to notice is a great turning radius and a great ride. And it's all steel, great lateral stability and less sway with the Evolution chassis. And this Evolution chassis built and designed for Winnebago products only, not for Winnebagos and Fleetwoods and Monacos and etc. This is built exclusively, designed and fitted for Winnebago products only. Looking around, folks, it's got the beautiful full body paint. It's got a very powerful 400 horsepower Cummins ISL red-headed Cummins diesel, high torque, 3 slide outs. Beautiful condition, got power awning and power door awning as well. Got window awnings. 10,000 pound towing capacity. And just absolutely pristine condition. Folks, it's a motorhome that will go as fast as you dare take a vehicle this size. Folks, I own a Winnebago myself. I've owned 2 of them. I'm very familiar with them. They over-engineer everything. Another thing I like about Winnebago is they build 80% of their own parts in-house. Because no matter what year your Winnebago is, chances are, and yes, you can order directly from the factory for parts. You can get just about any part on here directly from Winnebago. Doesn't matter if it's a 16 model, a 2006 model, or a 1976 model. They have parts. Now other brands, you get one that's over 18 years old, finding parts starts to become a problem because most other manufacturers use aftermarket parts, but Winnebago builds their own. In fact, when I took the Winnebago factory tour several years ago, one thing the tour guide told me that always stuck with me about Winnebago is that Winnebago actually builds motorhomes, not just put them together like other guys do. So in other words, if you need this compartment door right here, you can get it. You need this cover for that velvet mirror, you can get it right from Winnebago. You need that fog light, this hood cover, any of that stuff that normally on other brands you'd be out of luck, not with Winnebago. Winnebago also has a seamless crown fiberglass roof. One of the first RV manufacturers to build them like that. So you definitely have a lot less maintenance up there than you do with other brands. Windshields look great. Slide toppers look great. It's a nice rig, and what do you see inside of it, folks? This thing's loaded with options, and like I said, this isn't an entry-level model motorhome. This is actually their top-of-the-line unit in 2006 was the Vectra. It's got independent front suspension, another nice feature about that Evolution chassis. You know, before you had to get that high-dollar Spartan chassis to get independent front suspension, but not with the Evolution. You've got knee-way air suspension, so you've got a soft ride and drive. Let's look inside this motorhome, folks. You're going to like it. 66,000 miles, not even broken in yet for a diesel. In fact, for an 06 model, that's considered well under average mileage. And as we step inside, folks, you can tell this is a high quality rig from the moment you step inside. Of course, Winnebago builds their own furniture, so these are all Winnebago built chairs. Very high quality leather captain's chairs. They swivel for party seating. That's real ceramic tile floor. Up here in the front, like I said, you've got that Freightliner Evolution chassis with that 400 horsepower Cummins turbo diesel. And you've also got a 6-speed Allison 3000 adaptive transmission. They put some nice features in here too, and I like the way everything's easily labeled. Big buttons that you can push in a hurry if you need to. You've got an air horn, fog lights, docking lights. You've got adjustable brake and gas pedal, redundant controls on the steering wheel, Sony backup camera, Sony CD player, no check engine lights, no warning lights, none of that nonsense. Brake lights on, because obviously I got the parking brake. Heated mirrors. You've got power visors that lower down. You've got a 2-stage engine brake, low and high Jake brake, depending on the situation you're in that you need to slow down. And it's easy to get to, you just flip a button. Over here you've got your generator control. It's got a 7,500 watt Onan diesel generator, which is built by Cummins and has a Cummins diesel engine in it as well. Runs perfectly. And I'm going to show you this because whoever buys this is probably going to forget it. And this is the same way mine is. The jack and slide out controls are hidden right here. So, of course, somebody's got a note over it. But there's all your jacks and slide out controls right there. And then you got a little flip out tray right here that's got your remote for the TV. Got a big LG TV. Like I said, they don't use cheap electronics. Another nice feature, you're going to appreciate the 7-foot 2-inch tall interior ceiling heights, giving you a very roomy, comfortable feeling. You don't feel cramped. You know, that's my thing. I'm 6'4". You put me in a motorhome with 6'6" ceilings, and after a while, I'm going to get cramped. And that extra 6-7 inches can make a huge difference. And I'm not going to even go there about a joke about that, but can make a huge difference in being comfortable and being claustrophobic. Anyway, look at this opened up living area, folks. This is a beautiful RV. Beautiful carpets, leather furniture. These are dual sleeper sofas, so you can sleep 4 people back here and still have room for an air mattress if you need to sleep more. This is Winnebago's, I call it the desk and table workstation, because you can put computers back here. You've got plug-ins for computers. You can eat here. It's got a leaf, and let me see if I can remember how to do this one-handed. You've got the extendable leaf, comes out and picks up and slides it in. That's it. Out, down, and in, one-handed. Boom. Corian countertops, ceramic tile floors, no stress cracks anywhere thanks to that soft riding Evolution chassis. Not even the sink covers are cracked. Now somebody's added this, of course, and I'd love to have this in mine, be honest with you. Of course, it's Kitchenaid. I'd hate to see what this thing costs. This is a convection oven, microwave. It's got a warmer and a steamer built in as well, so it can do a lot of stuff. And you got a 3-burner stovetop, of course. Drawers right here. Upgrade, because this wasn't standard, he had to pay extra for it. Upgrade 14 cubic foot Norcold refrigerator freezer, 4-door. It's got a central vacuum system, 2,000 watt inverter on top of the 7,500 watt diesel generator. This is what they call Winnebago at a glance, which is where most of your power systems are at. Inverter control. This unit doesn't have traditional rooftop air units, folks. Winnebago uses they call it a Coleman True Air central air and heat pump, and this is a 2-ton plus unit built into the belly, so you don't have those units on top exposed to the elements and, of course, ruining your aerodynamics and making you burn more gas. This is 40% more efficient than dual rooftop units and 10% quieter. And you don't have that. See, that's the thing. You put a roof air on a unit, nothing wrong with the roof air. But, of course, it's like sitting it's like being inside a drum. And when you've got that air, those two air conditioners vibrating, making noise, it echoes throughout the entire RV, making them seem a lot louder than they really are. But thanks to the fact that the unit is in the belly of the RV, you don't have the noise and vibration of traditional rooftop units. Plus, less maintenance. You've got one air to maintain instead of two. And you don't have those air conditioner shrouds on the rooftop units that go bad every few years because the plastic starts drying out and gets brittle and starts breaking. And you got to spend a couple of $100s a piece every few years replacing those. So definitely some big advantages. Of course, you've got your power management system. Water heaters, 10-gallon, gas or electric. And like I said, Winnebago, like I was saying, is over-engineered. You've got a 2-ton plus heat pump, but you also got a 40,000 BTU dual stage furnace that's ducted, and then a secondary 25,000 BTU single stage furnace. If you like to winter camp, you're not going to have to worry about staying warm. You've got gas and electric heat and lots of it. This is a big shower, folks, and I don't know how well you can gauge size by this video, but it's big, way bigger than average. And the fact it's got that 7-foot tall, 7'2" roof, you don't have to put one of them hot skylights up there either, which I really wish mine didn't have. You got a private water closet we'll look at before we go into the bedroom. You look in here, Corian sink, medicine cabinet, got a China elongated RV toilet. More storage in here, and you can look around the skylight. No signs of leak damage, nothing like that. I love the designer wall coverings. This motorhome's got it's got more of a residential feel than it does a motorhome feel, at least to me anyway, just because of the wallpaper, just because, like, look at this chest of drawers right here at the foot of the bed. I mean, it looks like a dresser like you'd have in your own bedroom at home. You've got a Queen Island 60 by 80 full queen size house queen size bed. It's got the adjustable air mattress with his and her controls, built by Serta. You know, as much as this thing costs new, they're only going to put the best in here. Got a headboard, got a stereo over there. Even though this has got a residential style ceiling fan, folks, even at my height, I'm 6'4", I could walk under it with no worries. Again, because of that extra tall ceiling. Big closet across the back, and you open it up. I've got an extra chair for the table, an extra folding chair, and a whole shopping bag full of books and manuals. Enough here to, somebody didn't latch that storage cover down. Anyway, big, huge amount of books and manuals. You've got a vacuum cleaner attachments. Now, I'm going to tell you, folks, you got to be careful sometimes. You don't ever assume nothing in an RV because, like I said, that little cover down here wasn't latched. So I'm going to have to latch that after I get done with the video. You got to watch out sometimes. Stay on your toes. In other words, look at your own risk. And that includes employees like me, too. Anyway, got a washer and dryer combo, which was an option. And you may be wondering where the bedroom TV's at. Look at this. You got a Hideaway TV. Open this cabinet up, pull it out. Got a VZO flat screen TV that you can watch right from the bed. Pretty neat. Anyway, folks, it's a lot of motorhome. And now, here's what I want you to do. The price of this thing, as you know, is $89.9, and it also includes a 1-year nationwide limited warranty. A year, not 90 days, like we put on most of them. Here's what I want you to do. And for those of you, I don't use NADA, but look up NADA and tell me what a 40 KD Winnebago is going for on there, or what they say it's worth. Then I want you to Google 2006 Winnebago Vectra 40 KD and see what they're bringing online. Do all that before you call us or email us, folks, because I want you to see what kind of deal we have in this motorhome. I mean, this thing is literally the lowest priced one in the country, especially considering the fact that I'm giving you, on top of having the lowest price, a 1-year nationwide limited warranty. This is a great deal for this coach, folks. Plenty of power. It's got good mileage. It's clean. After purchase, the way it works, folks, after purchase for that option A price of $89,900, we're going to go through this RV. We're going to do an extensive RV component checkout and make sure everything on our long list of things that we check works flawlessly. If it doesn't, we repair it, replace it, and no additional cost to you. In other words, folks, no matter what we have to spend to make sure this unit passes our inspection, you're guaranteed that $89,900 price. It's not going to go up just because we spent more than we planned to on a checkout. And as nice as this RV's been cared for, and I also forgot to mention, folks, the tires on this motorhome have a early 2017 date code, and they're Michelin's, folks. Michelin tires for these big buses cost twice as much as other brands. So the fact that somebody spent that kind of money on tires and did not put the cheap brands on it means they obviously thought a lot of this coach and took care of it. At least in my book, that's the way I look at it. But they look almost brand new, and they've got, I mean, you literally got 10 years before you got to worry about tires, unless you just use this thing so much you wear them out. But Michelin and Goodyear tires, folks, are very expensive, and they're the best ones you can buy for these big coaches. You know, most RV tires last 10 years. You can usually get 12, 13 years or more out of Michelin's or Goodyear's. So if you can afford it, they're definitely worth the extra money. I'll tell you that from experience. Anyway, beautiful RV. See the LED lights in the ceiling, got the padded headliner. $89,900, this unit's going to go through our inspection. We don't check it out till after we sell it, so please keep that in mind. We used to try to pre-check them, folks, but here's what happens. When you get a couple hundred people a week walking through these things unescorted, stuff gets torn up a lot. I mean, I'm talking about it's ridiculous amount of money we spend because people don't respect our property and go through here and spill stuff, tear stuff up, open up vents, leave them open until it rains. I've come out here with awnings half folded out, damaged from the wind and the rain because customers were playing with buttons. Folks, I don't mind you come and look at these things, but please respect this is not your property. But anyway, here's what I'm getting at. You know, we can pre-check this thing and sit it out here 2 or 3 weeks. We're just going to have to check it again to make sure everything works, just from people going in and out of it. So we're doing double the work for the same price. So we just, instead of doing all that, we just check them out after we sell them. Makes a lot more sense business-wise looking at it like that. And I'm not griping, folks. I know 9 out of 10 of the people that come out here understand these are not their RVs. They respect them, but there's always that 1 out of 10, like everything else in life, that ruins it for everybody else. So, and that's a big reason why most dealerships you go to, they won't let you just look at their inventory without an escort by one of those high-pressure salespeople. Because not only do they want to sell you something, but that salesperson's also doing double duty as security guard to make sure you don't tear up anything either. So, but we're not going to do that, folks. We're well known for having the largest selection of used RVs in a 500-mile radius and being the only dealer around that you can actually go to it, look around at your own leisure. Everything's priced on the windshield, and look without an escort. And unfortunately, that's the downside of that to us. So after we check them out, after we sell them, and if you want the current lead time for a Class A diesel checkout, which as of today should be well under 2 weeks, but you want to double check that with the salesperson, because depending on the amount of RVs that are in front of you, of course, that's going to affect the time we can get it ready for you. And they're checked out in the order that they're sold. And when you got 140 used RVs in stock and selling them for the low prices that we do, these things move quickly. In fact, we sell 500 to 600 used units a year, if that gives you any idea what kind of business we do. And we've been doing it for 50 years. So, folks, call ahead, get your salesperson on the phone. Don't worry, they're not commissioned, they're salary based. There's no sales pressure, no games, gimmicks, trouble, drama, lies, or BS, or none of that stuff like you deal with a lot of commissioned salespeople. because they get paid the same whether you buy one or not. So they're here for your benefit to answer your questions. Believe me, folks, we could close this place to the general public, do online sales only, and probably sell just as many as we do to walk-in customers, and not even have to have salespeople, but we're not going to do that. Anyway, folks, nice rig. You're really going to love it. If you've been looking for a Winnebago Vectra and you don't want to spend 120 grand for an 06 model like they are everywhere else, and you don't, and keep in mind those 120 grand ones don't include a warranty. Ours includes a 1-year nationwide limited warranty. So, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. That number's answered 24/7. That's the first step. Get one of my non-commissioned salespeople. They'll help you out, answer any questions you have. If you want to come look at it, of course, you want to call ahead to make sure it doesn't have a deposit on it. I highly recommend, folks, everybody coming down calls right before they leave to make sure it's still available, because all it takes is a 5-minute phone call and a credit card, and this thing's off the market just like that. And it's happened a lot of times to people on the way here to look at it. And, you know, we'll try to help you out, but keep in mind, folks, we've got a lot more RVs in stock than just this one. Like I said, we've got 140 RVs, got some great deals, and I've got a lot in this price range right now. If you're looking to spend 80 to 100 grand, I've got several choices for you that I'm going to be posting online here in the next week or so, including some really nice tag axle 43 and 45 footers. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Keep in mind, what we sell for $89.9, you're going to spend 120 grand plus at other dealers. Plus, we're not like other dealers. We charge no extra fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no tag and title fees, none of that nonsense. The sales price and applicable sales tax is all you pay. And if you got a question about how much your sales tax will be, when and where you have to pay it, in some cases you'll pay it to us, in some cases you'll pay it in the state that you live in at your local DMV office. Depends on what state you're from, how you're paying for it, and other factors. Don't assume anything with sales tax, folks. Sales tax laws are complicated. They're not universal. They vary from state to state, and I've seen them vary from county to county in the same state. So make sure you get a hold of us before you come down or decide to buy it, and make sure you ask your salesperson to give you an estimate on how much your tax will be, and if you pay it to us or you pay it to your tag office. No surprises for anybody that way. And plus, have the salesperson send you over a copy of our inspection sheet. You're going to be impressed on how many systems that we go through and check and guarantee on this age RV, because as nice as it is, remember this is a 13-year-old used vehicle, so it does have 13 years worth of use on it. Of course, that's why you're paying $89.9 with a 1-year warranty instead of $268,000, because it's 13 years old. Of course, you got to look, you're saving 180 grand, and that's no small amount of money to lift your nose up to. I mean, that's a pretty, I mean, heck, that's in this area anyway. You can buy a decent house for what somebody lost on this motorhome for only using it for 66,000 miles. You could have bought a decent house around here for that. So keep that in mind. That's why you never want to buy one of these things new. It's just literally, let me put it to you this way, folks, and I've helped a lot of people out with this simple statement. You go buy a brand new motorhome, a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, toy hauler, any of that stuff, folks. The second you take possession of it and drive it off that new dealer's lot, whatever good price you just think you just bought it for, you lost 33%. Right then, right there, 5-second time, because it became a used RV and no longer a new one. So in other words, if you pay 240 grand for something, it's worth 160 in 5 seconds. Of course, now the downside of that is if you financed it, your value of your collateral went down, but your payoff sure didn't. And then after about 4 or 5 years, it's going to be worth about half what you paid for it. Again, that's the value of the camper, not the payoff amount of your loan. And when you've got negative equity, that means you're going to have to come up with some money out of pocket to get rid of it, or just be stuck with it until you pay it off. So keep that in mind. The good thing about something like this, it's lost the worst of its depreciation. Now, if you keep it 10 or 12 years, yeah, it's going to be worth a little less. But as of right now, you can use this thing a year, keep it in the same condition it's in now, and it'd still be worth what you paid for it. You know, unless the market drastically changes a year from now, this unit will bring $89,900 if you sold it yourself just as quick as it will today, because it's already far under book. And I don't go by NADA, but look it up. Look how many tens of thousands of dollars this thing's underpriced. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. No commission salespeople. No games, no gimmicks. Option A includes that warranty, includes the inspection. After this thing's been through service and cleaned up inside and out, we'll set you up by service manager Gordy. We'll call you, set up an appointment, and we'll be happy to give you a cell phone number so you can check on it in the meantime by call or text. And he'll set you up an appointment after he does his final walkthrough and everything's done. And when you arrive here, the tech that checked it out is going to give you a personal one-on-one walkthrough demonstration showing you how to operate everything, how to work everything, that everything works on our list, and much more. And that's all included, folks, as well as 21 nights of free camping, up to 7 nights at a time during a 12-month period. We give you $1,000 worth of free camping, folks, to use it. So at select RV resorts nationwide. Give us a call. If you want to fly in, let us know. We'll pick you up for free at Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport. Very, very inexpensive to fly in here. You can fly in here a whole lot cheaper than you can drive if you live on the other side of the country. So give us a call. We'll pick you up for free during business hours, Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport. Come out and look at it before we decide if you want to buy it. Test drive it, check it out, just like you would any used vehicle. Thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you in beautiful Ring